diamonds, right? Yeah, let's see. One card is rising. Wait a minute.
Any cold card to rise.
Is that your card?
Yes, my card.
It's the two of diamonds?
Yeah. How you do it?
It's magic. The two of diamonds. That same card rises into the deck.
Hi, welcome to the airise DVD. I'm JP. All my life I've been fascinated with rising card effects. I've been collecting all kinds of rising cards since I was a kid. A few years ago, I decided to take a step further and create my own rising card effect. I wanted to create something unique and different. It was a very difficult task. I ruined a lot of decks, a lot of cards. I tried to develop all kinds of methods that I could ever imagine. It was very difficult to come up with this that you see today. My rising card effect, airise, allows you to perform two kinds of routines. First, any cold card to rise, and second, you can perform a classic card rising. So enjoy. Okay, so let's just take a look at what you are going to need. You have been supplied with one of these plastic sheets, okay? This is very inexpensive. You can get this at office supplies, for example, okay? So you are going to need this one. Now you are going to use also a sharp knife. Careful, don't use this without your parents' supervision if you are a minor, okay? You are going also to need a pair of scissors, and careful, don't use them. And some glue. I use this brand because this kind of glue is transparent. Okay. You are going also to need two boxes. It doesn't matter if they are of the same color, okay? And you are going to use also one deck. You don't need two decks, okay? Only two boxes for one of the routines. And that's pretty much that. Let's move over to the explanation of the gimmick. Okay, so let's take a look at the gimmick deck. Okay. First, we are going to start to take a look at the deck. These are gimmicked cards in a very special way. Each card has right here a transparent piece of plastic. It's not very easy to see even if you show the card to a spectator. You can show them the card, and they won't notice anything, okay? Every single card has one piece of plastic on the top, right here, on this section. Every single card has one. The main gimmick, it's coming from the outside of the box into the inside through a slit. Let's take a look at the gimmick. See? It's also a plastic gimmick made of the same kind of plastic that we are using on the cards. Okay. Now, this is pretty much a regular box. The only thing that you are going to need to do is to take a sharp knife and cut a little slit right here. Okay? So, the plastic gimmick can fit right through the box, like this. Let's take a closer look. You have the plastic gimmick. This gimmick is placed inside of the box, from the outside to the inside. Now, you have the deck stacked inside the box. I have it stacked by the suits, okay? On the top of each card, a plastic piece. You have the deck inside of the box with the plastic gimmicks facing you, okay, on the top of the deck. The box is closed. You can pretty much show the deck all the way around. I'm just holding right here the plastic gimmick, okay? Now, the gimmick is on the inside, okay? You have, when someone names the card, you have to run it through the cards and place the gimmick in between the cards, like this. If you pull the gimmick now with this middle finger, look to what happens. The card rises. Again, in the trailer, what you see me to do, it's this. And the card rises. So you can immediately pull off the cards and the card is free. What happens inside of the box? It's this. Look. You have the gimmick going inside of the box. You have the cards stacked. See, right here the plastic piece. What happens? It's the gimmick acts like an anchor and goes in between the card and the plastic piece. You have your hand grabbing the gimmick from the outside of the box and pulling down. The card starts to rise. See? Next, the card rised and it's hanging like this. Okay? You can immediately pull off the card and it's free because of the nature of the gimmick. Okay? Now let's take a look to how to construct your gimmick deck. Okay, let's start to construct your gimmicks. First, we are going to learn how to make the main gimmick. It looks like a small anchor. Okay? You are going to take the plastic sheet. You are going to start to cut like about 3 inches or something like that. Just a little more. Okay. You have plastic piece. Okay. Now you are going to bend one of the edges, like so. Can you see? Right here. Next, you are going to do like this to create a curve. You don't want it to be straight, okay? You want it to look just like this one, with the curve like right here, okay? Try to soften it, okay? The plastic will become soft and you have your gimmick created. This is the first gimmick. Now, let's take a look at the cards. Like I previously explained, each one of them has a plastic piece on the top. Okay, each one of them. What you are going to do, it's pretty much the same like you did for this gimmick. take your scissors and cut about 2 inches and a half or less. It looks like this. You grab one of the cards, place it on the table, take your plastic sheet, take your glue, okay, and you are going to apply some glue in each one of the edges. Just a little bit of glue will be enough, okay? Like this, and you are done. You are going to place the first edge on the top of one of the little angels on the corner. Right below this art right here. Okay? So you have your first gimmick card. You have to do this in all of the cards, in each one of the cards, okay? Let it dry and you can move over to the next step. Let's take a look. Okay, so now you have all of the cards gimmicked on the top. Okay? Each one of them has a plastic piece on top. The next step is to gimmick the card box. I made with a sharp knife that we have right here a slit right there. Can you see it? This slit is the opening where the gimmick is going to pass. Okay? It's inside right now. See? You are going to bend on the other edge of the gimmick. This way you don't have any problems of the gimmick falling inside of the box. See? Now let's move over to each one of the routines of the airise rising card. Okay, now for the setup of the gimmick deck. This is for the classic rising card effect, okay? You have the cards inside of the box. The gimmicks on top of the cards. The cards go inside of the box with the backs facing you, okay? Place the cards inside of the box. Have your gimmick ready and pass it through the opening on the card box. Okay? Make your gimmick go behind the cards, like so. Push it with your middle finger right here and close the box. Push the gimmick down. You have the deck. Take the deck out of your pocket, open it, remove the cards like so. Place the deck with the opening facing you, okay, like so. Have someone touch in any card. You don't need the deck to be stacked for this routine, okay? You can have the cards in random order, okay? Have someone touch any of the cards from the face or from the back. Someone touch the card. Have them return the card to the top of the deck. Control it to the top, like so. You have the card on top of the deck. Place the cards inside of the box again. But now, when you are placing the cards inside of the box, make the gimmick go inside of the plastic piece of the last card, which is the chosen card, okay? So when you are placing the cards inside of the box, you make the gimmick engage, Okay, like this. The cards are now inside of the box. You have the box facing your spectator. Your fingers are going to hold the gimmick like so between the index and middle finger. Like this, okay? What you are going to do is to make some pressure, apply some pressure, and pull down, sorry. Pull down, and the card rises like so. Like this. See? Immediately, you can let the gimmick go. It's right here. And pull off the card. And show it all the way around. In some cases, I even let my spectator examine the card, because the plastic gimmick is so invisible you can barely see it, okay? Just let them examine the card, but not for a long time, okay? Or you can just show it around. This is the first routine, the rising card effect. Okay, now for the setup of the any called card to rise routine, okay? So, you have your deck stacked in any order you like. I usually have my deck stacked by the suits, okay? Like this. There are two ways of doing this. The first one, it's only with one deck and one box of cards. Okay, this is the way I do the effect. Have your stacked deck go inside of the box with the gimmicks facing you. Place the cards inside of the box. Have your gimmick ready. Make it pass through the opening like so. Okay, and behind the cards, push it with your middle finger like this. Close the deck, and you are ready to go. This second routine, it's not an easy routine to do, okay? You have to practice this routine a lot, but if you can pull it off, it will be an amazing routine, okay? So, you remove your deck from the pocket, and you ask any spectator to name any card. When they are naming, to think of any card, sorry, when they are deciding the card, you open the card box and you ask them for the first time, which card did you think of, okay? They are going to say like the 5 of diamonds. What you are going to do is obviously to run with your finger through the cards, like so. It will not be very difficult to find the card because you have the deck stacked. It's pretty easy to find the card. Okay. If you think that it's too difficult, you can do the other variation, which is to have 2 boxes of cards, each one in each one of your pockets. So what you do is to split the deck in half, okay? In half. You have each one of the halves of the deck in different boxes. Half of the deck in one box and the other half in another box. Like so. You must also gimmick the second box, making a slit close to the lid, right here. Okay. You have cards onto the box. You have to construct another gimmick. And you have 2 gimmicked rising decks. You have to remember, in each one of the boxes you have each one of the cards, okay? So this is why I stack the deck by the suits. On the blue box you can have like diamonds and clubs, and on the red box you can have clubs, and spades. It's pretty easy to remember, okay? So this way you will not have much difficult to find the card, because you have now less cards inside of the box, like you can see here, okay? So it's pretty easy to run through the cards and find the spectator's card, okay? So it's almost the same like the first routine. You have the gimmick placed inside of the box. You have the spectator name any card. They name, like, let's say the 10 of clubs. If you have the clubs and the diamonds in one of the pockets, you remove the box of those suits. You open it, you quickly run through the cards, you find the 5 of diamonds, for example. You have your gimmick placed in between the 5 and the 6, right here. So the gimmick, it's going to engage on the back of the 5 of diamonds. You have the gimmick engaged and the card starts to rise, okay? So let's take a look to how it looks. You have the gimmick engaged onto the card. You hold the gimmick from outside of the box between the middle finger and the index finger, like so. You start to pull down and the card rises, okay? Immediately you can pull off the card and release it, okay? It's pretty easy to perform the effect because of the nature of the gimmick. This is the second way to perform it with 2 decks. I usually perform with 1 deck. It's much more easy. You don't have to remember in which one of the boxes you have the specific card, okay? So I hope you enjoy it and have fun with it, and it's a very good rising card effect that I'm sure you will use. Okay, so you just have successfully learned to perform the 2 air rising effects. I hope you don't underestimate the power of airise. It's an amazing effect. It's not one of those out of the box miracles. You will have to take time to perfect the moves, to construct the gimmicks, and I beg, please don't rush it. Take your time, practice the effect a lot, because it will need some time to master the moves, to get used to the mechanics of the effect. I can honestly tell you that I've been using it for years, like 5 years now, and I've been having like amazing reactions. So I hope you don't ruin everything, and take your time, practice it as much as you can, and you will have a powerful effect in your hands. It has been great for me. So I just hope you have fun with it, and thank you so much for purchasing the airise DVD. Thank you.